This show is called In Advance of the Broken Arm. It's because Marcel Duchamp did an artwork which is he called a ready-made. This is Felix. Actually, Felix, he broke his arm the same day we did the show. It's very strange.
No, fine.
This exhibition is called In Advance of the Broken Arm. It's a ready-made of Marcel Duchamp. Marcel Duchamp was a chicken. Marcel Duchamp was a cooling. When the war started, he run away. You can see a picture of Marcel Duchamp here. When he started the war, he left for New York. And he never do any politics, so he was not so interested. But strangely, he calls that In Advance of the Broken Arm. If you're French, you must, if it's snowing, you have the obligation to clean the snow in front of your house. If you don't clean the snow and an old lady walk and break her arm or legs, you are very guilty. It's criminal.
Same in Denmark.
Same in Denmark. So there is a social duty to clean things. This is why the video you see in the entrance, it's called the same title because it's a group of immigrants with Victor and Maya and other people. They are all immigrants. We have been cleaning the shit of the Royal Danish horse. Because if people walk, the horse they shit. And the Danish people don't think that immigrants can do positive things, so we clean. It's not to be clean, it's also because if people walk, if an old lady walks after the royal horse, and she will break something. So it's the same spirit. And I put that with this tank. This tank is called Leopard 2. The Leopard 2 is a tank, it's a specialty of Kassel. You might know Kassel as a town of documenta, where 1 million people go, but Kassel's specialty is not art, it's to make these tanks. This tank is called Leopard 2 as a specialty to be made for civil, let's say, urban fight. So what's happened, for example, if you go in a country which is a dictator or something, a place like Bahrain, for example, they can shoot and after they can very fast move the things and go in the city. These tanks are made for urban fight. This summer, when the documenta was on in Kassel and where 1 million intellectual and critical people went there, they were in production of these tanks just beside the documenta, like 10 meters. People were drinking coffee only beside the factories. There is 4 factories in Kassel. And this is a specialty, so it's very ironical because Documenta thema was war and conflict, so they were making people crying about genocide, about different wars, but they didn't mention so much about these tanks. They were just building during the period. So this is why I connect these two things, because these two things have a small connection, and also because if the 1 million intellectuals coming from all countries will have complained or write an article, maybe Germany would have said we have a bad image with these tanks, we have to stop, or maybe we don't sell them to Syria, it's too dirty, If you don't believe me, because artists are not serious people, artists are people, they're not serious, they don't do research. So this week I went to a film festival where they think that there is people, they are journalists, some other. So I put some facta, so you can read about, so this is for example the local newspaper, and the paper tell you that there is 2,000 people working in the factories, there are four factories, so you can see facta. You can also see where is the factories in Kassel. So I don't know if it's art, but it shows that like art. But it's a trick, so you can read it. This tent is from, actually I came back from Venice Biennale after 4 months. In Venice I was doing the Maldives Pavilion. The Maldives Pavilion, because in Venice every country has a pavilion. And this year for the first time the Maldives had also a national pavilion to show art. The thing is that the Maldives will disappear normally in 20 years, we don't know if it's underwater, and there is 400,000 people living there, and we don't really know where they will go. So can you imagine 400,000 people, where do they go? We don't have any even a slight idea about it. The Nasheed was seeking to buy a desert in Australia, but then came a dictator. So meanwhile we were doing that, it was replaced by Nasheed that was a pro-activist guy to a dictator. So by working with them I start to ask myself, should artists commission their commissioner, because now I will start to work for a dictator. And what did I write? I commit self-censure, because like this artist in Kassel, I do the same, I commit self-censure, I don't dare to say things. I don't dare, for example, if I am invited in Louisiana, now they have an exhibition about the Arctic. The Arctic is a problem for climate change, and the exhibition in Louisiana is sponsored by A.V. Muller, which is involved in drilling. So, what is self-censure for an artist? If he wants to get invited, he has to shut up a little. So I had this problem, and this is what is climate change and emergency. And here, knowing what I know makes me a monster. This is the same thing I did in Roskilde. It's because we know everything. We know about the crime here, we know about the torture, we know everything, especially now after a film festival like this week. We know all the problems, we know that Denmark was engaged in war, we know everything. So the more we know, the more we are passive witness. We know about all the crimes, but we do nothing. So by knowing more and more things, we become more and more criminals. And by being more and more criminals, we become monsters. In France, to go back to France and this law, if you see a crime in France and you don't assist the people getting, for example, an old lady get attacked, and if you see that and you don't intervene, you are a criminal yourself, because you have a duty to stop the crime. So we see all this crime, but we don't stop anything. So we become monsters more and more. This is also from Venice. In Venice, because the Maldives will go underwater, in Venice I contact other nations to ask them if they will give space, hospitality, where to put a nation like Maldives in 20 years. So I went to the Israel pavilion, that might know this kind of question. Palestine, Israel. So I asked them if I can get these Maldives things there, they say yes. And they say you can put it because we have a no man's land between Israel and here is American pavilion. The Swedish films that on TV, but not the Danish. So the police came, blah blah, negotiate with the police, the Israelis say okay, but after the night the police took it away, so this tent has disappeared. This is from Castle, the same place and here. My point here is that the contemporary art is a flea market. When you see a contemporary art exhibition, it's from old stuff that were done a year ago. And they are not relevant today because they are dusty, they get too old. You know, if you want to protest about something, if you protest too late, it's finished, the law has been passed, terror pack has been passed, so the time you open your mouth is basically it's too late. So my think is that the emergency will replace the contemporary art. At some point, the disaster will be bigger and bigger, so the contemporary has won't exist anymore. It will be just emergency. So I put this tent in front of this museum, which is a castle, main art place. It's like the church of the Vatican of the art. And then 2 days after came the Occupy movement. They came with a tent, another tent. So then it grew a camp, which came about 50 tents. They came around. This story went on the front page of an art magazine, and Documenta started to get pissed, so they took my tent.
Another tent.
And then they say that the Occupy was very welcome because art want to welcome occupied people. They are the symbol of resistance, but mine was gone. So I decided to come back to Castle after they put this tent. They say that the Occupied movement will start to do art, so they have a lot of spy. Let's say when you have something like Occupied, half of the camp normally it's spies or people from the commune, so they did that also in Castle, and they could convince. That was done by an architect that is a millionaire from Köln, but he infiltrates the Occupied and he makes them do that, which has nothing to do with Occupied. This white tent to freeze, so you know nothing will happen there anymore. It's like the American embassy in Copenhagen. You know they have flowers, but they are not flowers. It's for so they built this. So I came back and I wrote that. Documenta should be curated by a tank, not a person. A tank like this one, and this stay 2 hours. What you see in the other room is painting called retard. Because the only art I can do on canvas is retard, is delay. Retard is not retarded, it's delay in French. So the only art I can do is good art. Painting and all that, it's retard. It's delay art. Voilà. Thank you. can go home now.